Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 1176. This chapter right here was a little crazy, and it looks like to me things are about to get very hectic. To think that will happen and they could break the curse, but if anything else, let's just get this started right away. We get to see that Frankie, along with Lilith, are talking about a new device that Lilith is making, and she says, let's get ready to put out these flames. We have Usopp, Nami, Jinbei going crazy right now, trying to figure out what to do. As for Saul, he is pretty much in a very bad shape. Nami summons Zeus to use up all the water that he manages to save up and freaking pouring rain temple onto the fires. Unfortunately, freaking what's his name? Remo Shifo Killingham shows up with his own nightmare and has Zeus eaten up, and he can't seem to get out. We have to it that Lilith's freaking device that's known to be some kind of ODC or something like that, or something called Omni Drain Converters, ends up sucking up or actually freezing all the fires. Even Killingham's like, how the hell did you even do that? And even right now, we get to see freaking Lilith decides to give something to Frankie and says, hey man, I want you to have this. It's called a Super Vega Cola. This is gonna help you out, man. I mean, I heard that you've been running on plain cola to keep yourself strong. So if anything else, use this to your advantage. So pretty much what Lilith just gave to Frankie is an upgraded cola to make Frankie stronger and more powerful. And we get to see freaking Killingham trying to destroy the library with his nightmare freaking ability again. And we get to see freaking Jinbei getting ready to get ready to free out Zeus. Freaking Killingham makes an insult about freaking Jinbei. And I'm thinking Sanji gets really mad and angry saying, hey, that elitist attitude and gross ideology, you are such a typical celestial dragon. You must be out of touch and don't recognize former warlord like Jinbei. How are you gonna pay for it insulting the member of my crew? How about I kick a hole in that precious mask of yours? We got to see Frankie getting ready to go into action, and his jumping power and his attack power has gone through the roof. We have to it that Frankie, Jinbei, and Sanji make the freaking attack. We get to see freaking Jinbei making his attack of Fishman Karate's secret technique vagabond drill on the creature that ate Zeus, and freaking Frankie makes his super strong attack Dexter, and then freaking Sanji makes his Ifrit Jinbei attack onto freaking Killingham, slamming his foot on his head, saying, how you like that, motherfucker? Well, not in a way that's cussing out, but you get the idea. We get to see in the West Village where we get to see Stanson, Harujin, Jarul, and Zoro are facing up against Dory and Brogy in their demon forms. We get to see every time they hurt them, they seem to regenerate. But they're trying to figure out what to do right now. And we have to it, Dory and Brogy are managing to keep their consciousness in check. Unfortunately, they know this isn't going to last. They end up allowing themselves to be freaking mind controlled, not to mention insulting the elder like that. How do we do this? And we have to it that Dory and Brogy agree that they decide to kill each other, and they end up slicing off their own heads, but to die with pride. Everyone went into shock. Zoro went into freaking worry mode, saying, what the hell, are you serious right now? Why did they do that? All of a sudden, we get to see Dory and Brogy's bodies turn back to normal, and they go what the hell just happened? They go hey, they're back to normal! And they go okay, looks like looks like there's only one way to release them. That's death breaks the demonic curse. And Dory and Brogy's hey man, that was pretty crazy, but hey, I'm glad to be back to normal. Everyone's hey, there's no need to hold back then. We just need to cut off their heads and they'll be restored. And they go yep, that's how it works. Of course, all the demon warriors are getting ready to go into fighting action mindlessly. Although Zoro's hey, you know what? I do feel a little bad if I even think about it. And each Dory and Brogy says, hey, this is really heartbreaking, you know? He goes well, mine bleeds for them, honestly. Harujin's yep, my chest aches too. He goes yeah, but we're all very reluctant, but you guys better brace yourselves. And then the chapter ends off there. So, I guess the only way how to freaking what's the word? Get out of the demonic form is to be dealt with a fatal or killing blow, which I believe is what happened in the past that was shown in Loki's backstory, that Rox managed to get out of the demonic form after being pulverized by Garp and Roger, I guess, fatally. So I guess this goes to the same with like Dory and Brogy. They cut off each other's head to kill each other so they don't have to hurt anyone else, and they go back to normal. So I guess that was hinted at. I was kind of surprised a bit, but now that I think about it, after remembering like Loki's backstory about Rox D. Sebek or Davy D. Sebek, he ends up going back to normal after he was like pulverized badly by Garp and Roger fatally. But I guess at that time he was very tired and couldn't fight anymore, and that's when he met his end by freaking like whatever his name. So looking forward to next chapter, but we are gonna be on break, which is okay because honestly, Oda, you've been doing a lot of crazy stuff, so take your breaks, man. I mean, I'd rather have you rested and alive to finish the series than you being in a hospital then and being on death's door. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.